We've got boats on the water for Heat 2B, American Family Insurance Unlimited Heat 2B, and the Air National Guard Unlimited Hydroplane Series for 2011. Here is the starting lineup. Remember, we're going 5 boats, and 4 boats, and the 5 here are a couple of teammates, Paul, the U5 Graham Trucking and Jeff Bernard.
And Jeff will be in the orange and white boat, followed by his teammate, U7, Scott Liddycoat. He's in the black boat, the Falcon.com.
Dr. Ken Muscatel, the world's fastest forensic psychologist, in the 97 Rock, the number 25 boat.
And Miss Hapo Community Credit Union. Hapo also sponsoring our air show today. Ryan Mallow getting his first time on the water in an unlimited heat.
And Greg Hopp in the U100 Beacon Plumbing. So, you know what, Paul? We've got 2 of the Ted Porter teammates, the 5 and the 7, Jeff Bernard and Scott Liddycoat. And then we've got 2 of the Fred Leland boats.
Oh, that's right.
But I don't see, to be very honest with you, I do not yet see the 99 boat that would be driven by Ryan Mallow, and that's the Miss Hapo Community Credit Union. Jeff Bernard you're looking at, and going right by him is Greg Hopp in the U100, the Beacon Plumbing boat, but I'm only counting up 4 boats on the race course.
Yeah, that's all I see too. We're just over 2.5 minutes before race time.
Right here in front of us at the start-finish line, the 2 guys, teammates. This is exactly the way they started out the last heat in which they competed, side by side. On the inside, the orange and red boat. Scott Liddycoat on the outside in the black boat. You can't, there's the nose as Jeff Bernard turns into the infield with the Graham Trucking, and we're following Scott Liddycoat. Can't believe he is going to try to scrub off an entire minute and 8 seconds before he gets to that exit buoy to the Blue Bridge turn. Remember, they've got to check in by going at speed across the start-finish line. We're still waiting for 1 more boat, and that's Dr. Ken Muscatel to come through across the start-finish line. He's coming down the front straightaway right now. You're watching Greg Hopp, and following him, Jeff Bernard, cutting through the infield with 48 seconds to go before that score-up time, which is 1 minute at the exit buoy to the Blue Bridge turn. Now, Dr. Ken Muscatel has checked in. So all 4 of our boats that are on the course and running have checked in. It's just a matter of not exceeding the time for that score-up buoy. The Falcon.com very, very slowly. Our viewers for many, many years may have remembered a rule that used to be in play in the unlimited hydroplanes when they were scoring up, called the off-plane rule. You couldn't get off-plane. Well, that rule has gone away. It's been replaced by this rule in terms of scoring up at that exit buoy to turn 1. And that is why these guys are going so slowly. Almost no water over the bow. We are at 2-1. It looks like they are okay. It looks like they are okay. Our angle here is not really very good, but it looks like everybody was okay at that score up. So now they'll hustle up the backstretch, and they've got exactly a minute to kill to head up the backstretch, come around the west turn. Guys are spread out just a little bit. Greg Hopp on the outside there. Looks like he has moved in just a little bit. Falcon boat on the inside, the 7. Jeff Bernard at the top of the turn in the 5 Graham Trucking. And now Bernard has slid into lane number 1, and Scott Liddycoat goes around him to lane number 2. Greg Hopp is going to be in lane number 3. He's trailing back just a little bit. You just saw him swing around that turn. And they are at 13. You can see it on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. 10 seconds to go. They're in pretty good shape. About another 2 seconds. They kick up the rooster tails. Here they come at 4, 3, 2, 1. This is going to be a good start. Everybody's about a second behind the line. Greg Hopp leads him across the line. He's way on the outside. The Graham Trucking and the Falcon crossed exactly at the same time. They were a little bit behind Greg Hopp, and the Hopper's got the foot in it out in lane number 3. He's going to be the first one to turn left. We'll watch the spray as they go through the turn and off the turn. It looks like Greg Hopp and that lane number 3 lost some ground, and so it's Jeff Bernard. And right beside him is the Falcon.com and his teammate Scott Liddycoat. And Jeff is just about a rooster tail. No, about a boat. Oh, he gets up on the left side of the boat. He's about 2 boat lengths behind Scott Liddycoat. lap number 1. Greg Hopp is in third place, of a full rooster tail behind the 2 leaders, but they are neck and neck as they come to the apex of turn number 2, right there at the west end of the race course. And side by side, they're about 145 miles an hour right now. In the next 10 seconds, they will both be hitting almost 200. Scott Liddycoat gets the boat light, so does Jeff Bernard, and it's Liddycoat by 2 boat lengths at the end of lap number 1. Liddycoat on the outside by 2 boat lengths at the end of lap number 1. Oh, Jeff Bernard is flying that boat, and so is Scott Liddycoat. Jeff is completely out of the water, the whole boat out of the water on the inside as they go at 200 miles an hour right now at the entrance buoy to the Blue Bridge turn. Jeff Bernard has the shorter way around the course, but you look at, maybe that's just 1 boat. No, it is 2 boats. Right there, Scott Liddycoat beside him once again. A great race for first and second in Heat 2B. Scott Liddycoat on the outside, Jeff Bernard on the inside. 1 boat length separating the both of them, and both of them are flying the boat up the backstretch. 200 miles an hour once again as they come to the entrance buoy to the west turn here on the Columbia River in our Lamb Weston Columbia Cup course. Right next to each other, Scott Liddycoat on the outside, Jeff Bernard on the inside, and they both took a big leap out of the water that time too. They are running these boats on the ragged edge. 1 more lap to go. Liddycoat leads at the end of lap number 2 by less than a boat length. Wow. Less than a boat length for the white flag, and they are on lap number 3 of 3 times around. Let's keep an eye on them because these guys are letting it all hang out. Liddycoat is going to be the first one to turn left, but he's in the outside lane of these 2 boats. He was leading Jeff Bernard as they came to the entrance buoy to the Blue Bridge turn. You watch him pop out again. Liddycoat took it a little wider, but he kept the boat speed up. Now Jeff Bernard about a boat length behind. They are deck to deck as they come up the backstretch. Half a lap to go to see who is going to win Heat 2B. Jeff Bernard and Scott Liddycoat, 2 teammates. Up the backstretch, neck and neck. It's going to be a drag race off of that exit buoy. Jeff Bernard has the inside lane. No, we've said it before, but that's important. It's important to note he has the shorter way around the course. Scott Liddycoat giving him a lot of room to race. Now he comes down a little bit faster through the turn for Scott Liddycoat, and it'll be Scott Liddycoat in the U7Falcon.com, followed by Jeff Bernard in the Graham Trucking number 5 boat. What a great race. Now we still have a couple of boats on the course. Greg Hopp through the upper turn right now, and he will come down to get the checker flag and finish 3rd. Greg Hopp in the U100, the Beacon Plumbing 100 boat, and he will finish 3rd place. Slowing down, he doesn't need to race down to the end of the straightaway. Other boat on the course now at the upper end of the race course, Dr. Ken Muscatel in the U25-97 Rock. And he will come down to take the checkered flag as well. What a barn burner of a race.
You are not going to see a better race than that. You know, interestingly, last year, Jeff Bernard drove the U7, which is the boat that Scott Liddycoat just ran past him to victory. They
switched boat numbers.
Jeff got his choice. He switched to that boat, the U5 this year. Scott outran him. Wow.
Well, maybe Jeff's going to rethink his decision. But that was a great race, and I'll tell you what, Scott Liddycoat is a genuine unlimited hydroplane driver. This is his 3rd race.
Yep, it's his 1st year, but he's had 3 second places in Detroit. He won a Heat 4A in Detroit, finished 2nd in the Gold Cup as a rookie. Just impressive.
Scott has a lot of inboard experience, 5-liter driver, national champion, and he has driven a lot of boats, and he knows how to make a race boat get around. Now, and he was on the outside.
Yeah.
Jeff had a little shorter way around. So we'll give you the unofficial results at this point. Again, the boats have to go through tech, but here you go with the unofficial results. Jeff Bernard in the Graham Trucking at the top of your screen. No, not first. His teammate Scott Liddycoat, first in the U7Falcon.com, then Jeff Bernard. And in 3rd place, the Beacon Plumbing, driven by Greg Hopp. 4th place for Dr. Ken Muscatel in the 97 Rock. And Miss Hapo Community Credit Union, driven by Ryan Mallow, did not make the start this time.
And Mark, I guess if you have to lose, you want to lose to a teammate, right?
That's right.
Both for the Ted Porter's team. So we're going to take a quick break, and gosh, that was great racing. We've got plenty more to come with the Air National Guard Unlimited Hydroplane Series. You are watching the 2011 Lamb Weston Columbia Cup on SWX.
You know, Paul, it is amazing when you look out on the river. We're watching some of the boats go back to the pits. We're also just looking at the river. 3 minutes ago, this place was an ocean. It's amazing what the current will do and take it down all the way down river and smooth the course out so we can go racing again in just a few minutes. Patrick Nolan has our winner down in the pits. Patrick.
Yeah, Scott Liddycoat is your second race win. You won one in Detroit. You win your second here. What a great boat race with you and the 5.
Yeah, I mean, every time I see it get a good race, it's always nice and close. Sometimes a little closer than I'd like it, but
you and Jeff Bernard seem to be developing a great competition between you two. You're always so close. What's that like?
oh, it's pretty cool. He's one of my best friends too, so it's making for a fun season so far.
And what's it like? You get another 400 points. It's got to be great as you move towards the final.
Oh yeah, I'll take that 400. We need it.
What's it like when you're going deck to deck like that with Jeff and you're flying down the final straightaway?
It was pretty awesome. It would have been just as cool to get second too. I mean, it's great racing with him. Clean heat. It was awesome.
You never know. This is your first year driving unlimited boats. You seem real used to it. Kind of tell me how comfortable you are out on the water.
Oh, every time I go out, I'm getting more and more comfortable. It's been a bit of a learning curve, but and Jeff's helped a ton with that. So that's what's really cool about the whole deal.
Yeah, how much does that help that you've got 2 other boat drivers, Mark Evans, who's won here at the Columbia Cup, Jeff Bernard, who's had some success here. How much does that help you?
Oh, it helps a ton. Oh,
we're getting a little wet. Boat's right overhead. But how much does that help you?
Oh, it helps a ton. I can bounce things off of them, and they've been real helpful.
All right, Scott Liddycoat, winner of Heat 2B. Back to you.
Patrick, if you can still hear us, you might try to run down and get Jeff Bernard and see how he feels about that duel between him and his partner there. It's a go ahead, Paul.
But no, we should remind you that was the Tom Denchel FordCountry.com pit cam, and we'll see if Patrick can find Jeff Bernard on the dock.
Between now and then, we've got a perfect day. Sometimes people will ask us, what's the water like, and could it, should it be really, really flat? And the answer is no. What we've got right now is optimum. Actually, could use just a little more of a ripple, but we don't want to encourage the wind, so we'll just stick with it the way we are. And Patrick Nolan you got Jeff Bernard down to the Tom Denchel Ford pit cam. Go ahead, Patrick.
Jeff, you couldn't ask for a better boat race. I know you'd love to come out on top, but what was it like out there?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It's cool to go around in the corners and know that you're going to have a lane, not being pinched. Scott did an awesome job driving from lane 2. Just couldn't do it. We couldn't get out of the corners quite like he did, and I think lane 1 might have not have been the place to be just because of the holes. Congratulations to him and the whole 7 team, and we're going to try to hopefully get a nice draw in the 3rd set of heats and try to get a Graham Trucking a win. We got Rob Graham and his whole family here, or some of his family and some workers, and I want nothing more to get him a win.
Yeah, of course. It seems like every time you and Scott race, it's a great boat race. Man, you come out on top in your first heat, and this one he gets you by just a little bit. How good is that rivalry?
Well, it's friends, so I'm happy to see him win. If anybody's going to beat me, like I've always said, I'd rather it be my teammate. That's the boat I was running last year. I know it's the last couple since 2006. I know it's fast. It's just, once it gets into those final heats, when the water starts getting lumpy, it's a little bit more of a handful to drive than this boat. But it's a good boat, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah, how much has it helped you guys that you've got 3 different drivers to kind of bounce ideas off as you move through the different heats?
It helps out a lot. I mean, unfortunately, me and Scott keep drawing the same heats, and we both won lane 1. We got in a little leapfrogging mess out there. But we're in a position where we got to race our boats ourselves, and it's not fair for my team to lay back and just let the 7 win, and it's not fair for the 7 team to lay back and let the 5 win. In the end of the year, you start giving up 100 points just because you're letting somebody win isn't good for either team. So we go out there and leave each other enough room and have races like that all day long. It's great.
It was definitely a great boat race. Jeff Bernard second in Heat 2B. Looking to get back in the winner's circle in the 3rd heat.